Hi everyone. In my previous presentation, I was like giving the explanation on structural engineering. I will be continuing with that. So I were like saying about the load transmission from slabs to beams, beams to columns, columns to the substructures, substructures to the foundation, foundation to finally the ground. Right. So this load transmission, how it will take place, like imagining this load transmission and analyzing the loads. Finally this particular structural engineer will decide the beam and the column size, right? He will analyze the whole building, and it includes even the design of reinforced cement concrete, RCC. RCC means this is like a backbone of the structure. See, this is like reinforced cement concrete means like how much steel is required, how much cement is required, and also steel structures. Everything this particular person will decide. And even the design of multi-storied buildings, towers, retaining walls, water tanks, bridges, and it requires more skills and knowledge. You need to build like a plan a building such a way that it should not collapse. The beam and column size should be appropriately fixed, and finally this design shouldn't fail. And the next one is, so see, this is like analyzing. So the next one is geotechnical engineering. Geotechnical, geo means it deals with earth, right? So geotechnical engineering is a field that which deals with the foundation and the soil. Okay, foundation, why means like foundation is like carrying everything in the building, right? All the loads will come under this foundation, and this foundation will just pass the loads to the ground. So we need to know the ground properly first. For that, investigation of soil is required. So in the field of civil engineering, there is like foundation and even soil lab. Why? Because it will they will check for the safe bearing capacity of the soil. Safe bearing capacity means at to which level, to which extent the soil can bear the whole weight of the building. So if the soil is very strength, like it can able to tolerate the whole building only, then it is capable of building any foundation or any structure. And even there are soil that which is not at all worth for even carrying more than 3 stories, right? That should be tested, and according to that only a building should be constructed. Simply if they are constructing a 10-story or 14-story building at a soil which is not having safe bearing capacity, means the limit is very less, means then easily the full structure will be collapsed. So it is mandatory that for a civil engineer he need to check with the geotechnical engineers. So in order to get the soil properties and the strength of soil. And in the geotechnical engineering, it includes the measurement of soil parameters, as I said already. And see, in the foundation we have different types of foundation, like a simple foundation, pile foundation, well foundation, caissons, coffer dams, construction of foundation of dams, construction of tunnels. Everything comes under like earthen dams. Earthen dams means in the very olden days we had this earthen dams only. Now only like it is like we are having retaining structures and everything, right? And this is like knowledge of geology, or like our physical nature of the soil. And earth related things will be clarified in this geotechnical engineering. And the main point we need to remember in this geotechnical engineering is safe bearing capacity. So here you can see engineers who are dealing with the soil, and they are like planning for the foundation. Even this, actually in this picture there is one building is there, right? Below that they are doing some work, means they are strengthening the existing foundation. Even this is under geotechnical field only. See, here the person is learning about the soil characteristics, right? This will be tested in the lab, and finally it will come into the existence. Like they can build any structures based on the results of the test. And the next one is water resource engineering. The name itself says that it is like a measurement, utilization, and development of water resource for our agriculture, right? See, this is like includes the irrigation engineering. Means in the water resource engineering only we can abbreviate like we can see the explanations of dams and even how to generate electricity and how to use water effectively for our agriculture. So wherever there is abundant water, it is should be identified. Means the water resources should be identified, and we need to build a dam in order to save that water, and that saved water should be sent to all the irrigational fields, agricultural fields around it, right? From that we need to get the hydropower. Like if we build a hydropower station, we can generate even electricity, and we need to plot so many canals, pipes, network in order to like say take in order to carry that water to the irrigational fields, right? So hydrology is also one of the main field that is like comes under this water resource engineering only, which is fully deals about the sources of water and study of rainfall, flood control. Everything comes under this water resource, right? You can see a dam. See, in this dam they are like this is called retaining wall, and they will be producing hydropowers, and see, you can see a wall. This is fully comes under this water resource engineering. And next one is a transportation engineering. Transportation means the movement of passengers and goods by means of vehicles on land, ships on water, and aircrafts in air. Means it deals with airport, harbor, and roadways, railways, etc. So transportation, like we can see in the metro cities and all, there are so many roads in you can see subways and even superways and all. This and all planned accordingly based on the population strength of the city and the requirement of that particular roadways or railways, even metro lines, and with respect to that, this network have been framed. So as this is like a very infrastructure development of our whole nation. If our nation has a good transportation network, and we can able to, like we will be getting all other like utilities accordingly for our people. So this deals with the traffic part, and even the different advancements are there in this transportation engineering. Even in the highways, expressways, you can see so many different advancements you can see nowadays. So see, here is a like one such example for the transportation. This is one metro city. See, you can see a different road lines, how it has been built. So this is like controlling the full traffic of the city using varying networks, right? See the roads. So the next one is environmental engineering. Environmental engineering is the one which deals with the controlling of pollution and health of the people. Right. There are like we can see there are different types of pollutions, like water pollution, air pollution, noise pollutions. Right. So this all the pollutions will be controlled under this category. So you can see a lot of water treatment plants, and even like how to save our nature comes under this environmental engineering. Proper disposal of waste and utilization of that waste. So and even it deals with the industries. So industries have few norms that should be like that norms should satisfy this the rules of environmental engineers. Means then only it will be like permitted for building. So like this is fully for like this is fully concerned with the goodness of the environment, or to save our available natural resources. So it deals with reducing the pollution, and also includes the design, construction, and maintenance of water treatment plants, waste treatment plants, water distribution network, and sewerage network. And it also deals with the solid waste management. Solid waste management in the towns and cities. Public health engineering includes water treatment, water distribution network, and even solid waste management. So these are all the few examples of the environmental engineering. So it fully works, like it fully deals with wastewater, or even treatment of water, and even distribution of water to all the nearby towns and cities. And also it concerned with the public health engineering, and like even solid waste management, etc.